Hello and welcome to the TigrePup channel. In this video, I'll be doing a review and demo of Malibu C CPR color remover. If this topic interests you, then please keep watching. Okay, so right here we're just taking a look at the CPR or color pigment remover website is looking like. Right here it gives you a description of what this product can do and whatnot. So right here, just taking a look, just pause to read, or you can just go ahead on and I'll try to leave a link in the description section so you can check it out for yourself. But right here, just giving you a little time to read the benefits and features of using this particular product. Right here are going to be going to the directions. However, it's cut off, but we're going to be doing that in this video and just kind of like seeing how well this product works on my mannequin. So if that interests you, then please continue watching. Okay, so right here I'm just showing you what our mannequin is looking like before we begin. Just giving you a very quick 360. Okay. Now after we've done that, we're going to take a look at her hair. As you can see, she has like a, brown hair color and whatnot. Just gonna let you see what that's looking like. It's lighter in some places. I don't know if you can see on the left hand side. It's a little bit darker. And we're just going to be doing a hair color remover to prepare her hair for another hair color. And we're going to see how well this particular system works. So that's what this video is going to be about. Okay, so you may or may not remember her from a video I did previous called Wella versus Clairol Demi Permanent Hair Color Comparison, where I split her head in half and I did one part Clairol and one part Wella. I'll try to leave a link in the description section down below if you want to check it out so you can see what her previous history was. And we're going to get started with this particular video in removing this hair color. Okay, so the first step in our color remover system, as you can see here, is the Malibu C UN-DO-GOO with a pH of 9. This is a clarifying shampoo. We're going to take a look at the website really quick and see if we can't get a little bit more information. Let's see here. It's a cleaner system that effectively breaks down styling product buildup. This high-performance professional marvel replaces traditionally harsh clarifiers and delivers results with just one use. Rinses away resins without stripping the hair of natural oils. So the first thing we're going to do is cleanse the hair, as you can see here. Okay, so to continue on, how to use weekly or prior to a chemical service, shampoo with Malibu C UN-DO-GOO shampoo, and you would follow with whatever products you want to do after. But in this case, we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be using other products, so stay with me. Okay, so right here I just included some of the reviews. Apparently it's very popular, everyone loves it. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, so the next part of this system is this particular product called a Color Disruptor by Malibu C. We're going to go on and take a look at the website and see what this particular product is good for. Okay, so right here we are taking a look at the Color Disruptor that I just mentioned before, and it's a part of this system of removing this hair color from the mannequin's head. Okay. What it is a color disruptor is a pre-treatment for corrective hair color services. What it does is it disrupts where the color molecule is settled in the hair shaft to make the removal process easier and more effective. Okay, this is a vegan, non-oxidative formula that will aid in the removal of any type of color from the hair. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and look up what a non-oxidative color. I have an idea. I'm a hairstylist, not a chemist. Okay, so I am familiar with an oxidative color is and a non-oxidative color, and basically it's the use of a developer, okay, in the system. So I'm just going to briefly go over that real quick. Okay, as we can see here, non-oxidative means that the product does not use a developer that releases oxygen in order to process the color molecules. Okay, a little further investigation. Oxidative hair colors are colors that need oxidation, a catalyst, usually hydrogen peroxide, to form a color molecules. Simply, we say oxidative colors are colors that are mixed with a developer or oxidant, so-called permanent hair colors, and almost all demi. Okay, as we can see here. Okay, continuing on, temporary hair colors are non-oxidative dyes because coloring process was carried out without any oxidating agent. Non-oxidative semi and temporary coloring products have an acid pH and therefore do not swell the hair strand as much, which makes them a gentler option. Okay, and there are colors that require the use of a developer or oxidant. And in this case, this particular product does not need a developer or oxidant, so it doesn't swell the hair, so it's gentler, basically. Okay, so how to use this product? Okay, as we can see here, apply the color disruptor on hair that has been shampooed with the Malibu C UN-DO-GOO, which I mentioned before. Work the color disruptor into the hair, distributing it evenly. If using CPR, place CPR directly on top of the color disruptor and place under heat for the process. This will help decrease the processes and time for the stylist. Okay, right here I've included some reviews. I have a couple of good reviews and a couple of bad ones. Apparently this person said it didn't work, but you're not supposed to use it by itself. I don't know if they used it by itself or anything. It said it didn't help or stuff like that. It's not quite as good as the shampoo, apparently, as far as like reviews are concerned. But moving on. Okay, so now we're on to the next step, which is the CPR, the actual color pigment remover, as we can see here. And we're going to go online and see what this product does, okay? Okay, so I guess they didn't feel the need to describe what this product is for, because clearly it's the actual star of the show. This is what removes the pigment from the hair, and everything else just kind of like assists. Okay, so as we can see here, activation. Fill an applicator bottle with 4 ounces of water, tepid room temperature, then slowly add CPR, color pigment remover crystals. Shake to mix until crystals dissolve and the solution turns into a gel. Okay, so it doesn't mention right here about the disruptor, but it does mention the shampoo. But we're using the disruptor in this video. But as you can see, you shampoo with the UN-DO-GOO shampoo, towel dry, and activate the CPR color pigment remover. As mentioned before, you shake it up in tepid water and whatnot and stuff like that. Distribute it from root to tip. Okay, even distribution and complete saturation. Process with heat for between 15 and 45 minutes, and shampoo 3 times with the UN-DO-GOO shampoo and rinse. And you could repeat if desired, or you can just get started with your hair coloring service. So that's what we are going to be doing in this video, so just continue watching. Okay, so right here, usage notes. Due to low pH, tingling might occur in areas the product is exposed to sensitive skin. Gloves may be used for application. Results vary depending on client's hair color and porosity, as well as the length of time the color has been on the hair and the color brand used. Okay, as we can see the reviews here, 3.8 out of, I think it was 5 if I'm not mistaken. You can pause to read this if you so choose, but a lot of people weren't very happy. It didn't remove the hair color. Yeah, so make of it what you may, but we're here to experiment for ourselves and come to our own conclusions. So that's what this video is about. So stay tuned. Okay, so right here, we're getting into the actual process after I've just explained everything we're going to be doing in this video. Hopefully, it didn't take too much of your time, and hopefully you can get a better understanding of what's going on, which is why I included it in this video. And I'll try to leave a timestamp for those who are impatient and would prefer to skip all of that information. But right here, I've just shampooed the hair with the Undo-Goo. Okay, towel blotted the hair, and now I'm detangling the hair from the ends to the roots. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is apply the disruptor. So just stay tuned for that, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so now moving on to the disruptor. This stuff I found very watery, and it seemed to re-wet the hair after I've spent all this time drying the hair off and whatnot, and it just re-wet the hair with this milky substance, which felt very much like rubbing alcohol on the hair. It's very drying. It actually tangles the hair a lot more than I would have liked. But that's my opinion. I didn't understand why would we even have to towel dry the hair. I guess you know, it's sort of in order for the product to actually get into the hair and whatnot, but it seemed like it just wet the hair even more, and it made it very difficult to comb through and whatnot. And like I said, it just smells like rubbing alcohol, and it's very drying. So right here, I'm just showing you everything that I'm doing in this process. So if you have access to these products, I mean, you can form your own opinion of whether or not you want to use this or not, but this is going to be a video like me showing you how to actually use it and my thoughts and the result at the very end. So if you were interested, please keep on watching. Okay, so right here, I'm just showing you the CPR. This is the star of the show. We've done the shampoo and the color disruptor, okay, to make the hair removing process a lot better. And this is the actual star of the show that's going to be actually removing the color pigments in order to do our recoloring service, okay. So as we said before, it's 4 ounces of room temperature water. And honestly, I think I would have done better putting it in an applicator bottle, because as you can see here, I'm using a bowl. And even though the directions said use a bottle, I actually just read that to you, didn't I? But anyway, as we can see here, it took me quite a minute to kind of like get the chunks out of it. And at this point, I was like, damn, I wish I had used an applicator bottle. But anyway, we're going to continue with this video. Yeah. So we're going to watch me like try to get all of the clumps out of here, because I did research this, and a couple of people use different methods, and I was kind of like testing this one out, and apparently I could have followed the directions and saved myself the trouble, but apparently I didn't. Okay, so let's keep watching. Okay, so just a funny story. When I was younger, I used to get an allowance like $20 a month, and I would go to the library and check out like cookbooks. And one time I did like a bread thing or whatever. You know, that's what this stuff smells like. It smells like bread yeast. Okay, so just something that made me brought back a memory, you know, stirring this stuff up. But anyway, if you find my videos helpful or beneficial and you would like to contribute to this channel, please contribute to my Cash App. I'll leave a link in the description section down below. Thanks. Just a reminder, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Okay, so now we're on to the actual color remover. Again, to remind you, I've used the shampoo, the Undo Goo, towel dried the hair, okay, detangled the hair, and applied the color disruptor. Okay, and now I'm going in with the actual color remover, which is the CPR. Remember, it's a color pigment remover. Applying it section by section. I'm working as fast as I can. Actually, this stuff actually softens the hair. It doesn't feel quite as dry as the disruptor, and it kind of like makes it a little bit more combable, if that makes any sense. That was my experience when I was applying this product. So yeah, so that's what you're going to see me applying now. And I'll come back for further commentary as we go on. Okay, so I've applied the hair color pigment. I'm just using the remainder to get the hairline, because the mannequins have really thick hairlines anyway. So right here, I'm just trying to scrub those color molecules. I watched a video about this. I'll try to leave a link in the description section down below, but I'll make a playlist of everything that I'm talking to you about right here. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, to try to possibly scrub out those color molecules. Okay, I saw the video of how Malibu CPR, the actual brand, actually does their particular system, as we can see here. And that's what you see me working on right here. It's a part of the step, the color removing process. Okay, so I'll be back if I have any other commentary I would like to make, so stay tuned. Okay, so at this point, I've applied everything all over. I'm gathering the hair up to the top of the head so I can stick her underneath the dryer. And I did do the entire 45 minutes. Okay, so this is what the hair is looking like after I've removed her from the dryer. And apparently, according to the video that I mentioned, I'll have it in the playlist from Malibu CPR. While the hair is still warm, you try to pull the actual hair color molecules out of the hair strand. So that's what you see me doing here. No, I'm not trying to rip her hair out of her scalp, but it certainly feels that way when I was doing this particular issue here. So yeah, just continue watching and see what comes from all of this. Yeah, so that's what you see me doing here. Okay, so I've just shampooed the hair. I believe I conditioned it, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, I did use, like the directions said, the shampoo goo remover, goo, whatever it's called, which made the hair very dry. Honestly, I don't think I would have been able to comb through her hair had I not used conditioner, because it was very dry. Okay, so right here, I'm preparing to show you the first try of doing this particular treatment, which I'm going to be doing a second time, but you're not going to see the whole thing in this video, so we can get an idea of how much of the color was removed from the first time to the second time. So hopefully this video is very informative to particularly hairstylists, people who have licenses who can actually purchase these things. Okay, but maybe even to the general consumer or client to see what all of the work that goes into doing this color remover. Okay, also, hey, did you know I sell wigs? I sell 5x5 closure wigs of varying cap sizes, cuts, colors, styles. Okay, and I'm going to be getting into lace frontal, but right now I'm just doing the closure wigs because it's easier to maintain and whatnot, and it's beginner friendly. So if you were in the market to purchase a closure wig, then please check out my webpage, as you can see, at www.tpupbeauty.com. TPup is short for TigrePup Beauty, to make it a little bit easier instead of a long text. So check it out. Thanks for watching.
Tigre got the wigs, you gotta come through. Tigre's what you need to be a brand new you. Tigre wigs, TigrePup Beauty.
Okay, continuing on that thought, also showing the results, okay, of what I experienced using this product and my opinion about it. So that's what this video is about. So right here, just giving you a 360 of what the hair looked like before we began. Okay, just a reminder. Just kind of like showing you what's going on here. Okay, so just kind of going over the hair so you can see, honestly, when I did the previous video with the actual application of one side with one color and one side another color and stuff like that, you know, basically this is what the color that remains. Okay. And we're going to go with the next clip, which is going to be of the actual first application of this particular color removing process. And I'm going to do a second, but you're not going to have to watch all of that. But let's get it started. Okay, so here's what the hair is looking like after our first try of using the CPR color removing system. Okay, so just giving you a quick 360 of what that looks like. Okay, it did indeed remove some of the color. It definitely looks a lot brassier, and her hair feels like straw, honestly. It's very damaged feeling. It's going to take a couple of treatments in order to get it to feel like healthy or somewhat healthy again. Honestly, it's very drying. Okay, and it definitely looks a lot very brassy. Okay, but it certainly did remove. It did the job it was supposed to do. Okay, honestly, I thought it could remove a little bit more, so I decided to go in for a second round, which I'm going to show you in the next clip for comparison's sake. Okay, so just stay tuned. Okay, so here are the results of the second application. And yes, I did do the entire process all over again from start to finish. Okay, with the shampoo, the disruptor, the CPR, the heat underneath the dryer with the plastic cap, and pulling the hair and all that other good stuff. Okay, and again, her hair feels pretty much like straw and very, damaged. Now, my mistake was I didn't give her hair a chance to recover or anything. I went straight into bleaching, and I think I was a little bit too aggressive. But luckily, I don't have any bald spots. But when I did the bleaching of the hair and whatnot, which you're going to see in a minute, her hair was like totally fried. And it was actually, when you would run your fingers through it, it would have like hair dust. That's how dry it was. But yeah, this product, as you can see, the roots are kind of darker. It looks nothing like it looked before I applied the hair color. I wasn't too happy with this, and plus the hair feels so dry. It's so damaged. But yeah, like I said before, I was a little bit aggressive with the, because I'm like, okay, so I can go ahead on and color the hair. And when I did the bleaching to remove the color in preparation for a new color, I did use a volume 10 this time, as opposed to I would normally use a volume 20. But being that her hair was so fried, I decided to drop down to a 10. Honestly, I don't know. I've never done a 5, which is basically diluting the 10 by half with distilled water. Honestly, I guess I could have did that. I should have waited, but I didn't. But yeah, let's move on. Okay, so right here, I'm just giving you an indoor view of what the hair looked like after I've given her a haircut and whatnot. I've bleached her hair with a volume 10. Yeah, and her hair is like really, really fried. There's a piece in the very back that didn't lighten quite. I don't know if you can see that little strip right there on that side to the right hand side. That may have been a mistake of mine. Maybe I didn't use a skinny enough section, as you can see here. But everything else, it looks pretty even, just besides that one piece right there. There's another one on the other side. I'll see if I can see it as we're giving her, trying to check her hair out and whatnot. Honestly, her hair feels really dry. I'm going to have to put her on the side and give her some time for her hair to recover a little bit. But yeah, it did remove the color, but it wasn't very gentle. As you can see, it's a little red spot right there, if I'm not mistaken. And we're going to take her outside and we're going to see what her hair looks like in natural sunlight. And yeah, just stay tuned. Okay, so right here, I'm just going to give you a 360 of what her hair is looking like. Yeah, her hair's pretty light to say that we did a color remover. And the reason why we're doing a color remover is because it's less work that the bleach has to do, if that makes any sense. And it brings you to a high level because the color pigments have been removed from the hair in order for you to have like a clean slate. As you can see, that's one of the pieces that I was talking about earlier about it came out darker. I think that's probably why I was messing with that. But anyway, but yeah, that is why we use the color remover first before we re-bleach the hair, because you want to remove the permanent hair color molecules because they're pretty lodged up in there. And apparently I was again a bit too aggressive. And yeah, it's a learning process. That's why we practice on these mannequins, so we don't have to do this to real people here. Okay, and I'm going to give you my opinion about the product itself, so just stay tuned. Okay, so now on to my opinion. First things first, I want to apologize for how long this video is, but I wanted to make sure you understood everything that was going into the process before I actually did it, and the reason why, for those who are interested. I'll try to leave a timestamp so that when you watch the video, you can skip to the portions you want to see, you don't want to see, and whatnot. And now I'm going to give my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to break it down. The shampoo I thought was very necessary in this process to remove all the styling buildup, and it wasn't very drying. So I did like the shampoo. However, the disruptor, I didn't too much care for that. It made the hair very dry and tangly. Once you applied it to the hair, it's very difficult to comb through the hair, and it seemed to re-wet the hair after you've gone through the process of shampooing the hair and towel blotting it. Okay, and to the color remover, honestly, I believe it did okay. I wasn't very impressed. I did get a little bit of lightness, but it wasn't very much. Oh, and before I forget, I'm gonna make a playlist of this type of color remover, so please keep an eye out for that. So yeah. So yeah, that completes my video. Hopefully you learned something in the process and helped you decide whether or not you want to use this product or even attempt to use it. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.